Iron Dragon will not open with the park and will open mid-May. Why? And what does this mean for Cedar Point early this season? Welcome back to Miku Rides. And as you can see here, Iron Dragon will not open with the park. And the first reason, which is basically the main reason why this isn't happening, because if you weren't at Winter Chill Out, or you didn't see any of the pictures online, tons of pieces of Iron Dragon's track were not connected and supports were not. So most likely what they have to do is they have to test it, run through a few times to make sure it's good to go, just to follow some inspections and stuff. Because a lot of Cedar Point's coasters already started testing a few weeks ago, honestly. So they just have to go through all the usual testing to get the ride cleared to open for the season. And if you don't know why the parts were down, it's because they were doing construction for the reimagined Top Thrill Dragster behind Iron Dragon, so they had to take supports down and track so they could get the crane back there and start digging. I'll make a whole separate video at a future date on what I think is going to happen to Dragster, so stay tuned for that. But what will this mean for Cedar Point? Well, basically this means that they're down one family coaster. I mean, they have Wild Mouse opening up, so that Wild Mouse will kind of act like Iron Dragon in a sense for a bit, but that just means that if you're going to Cedar Point early in the season, before middle of May, within the first few weeks, you're going to be waiting a lot longer for Wild Mouse than you would say if Iron Dragon was open, because Iron Dragon is definitely the most popular family coaster in the park, so it always had a pretty long line, not pretty long, probably 20 to 30 minutes, and so I can guarantee you most of those families will go over to Wild Mouse, one, because it's new, and two, because Iron Dragon isn't open. So if you're going to Cedar Point within probably May 6th to around May 15th, 20th, from around there, I'd expect Wild Mouse to be a long line, and it will not have fast lane. So if you're going to do Wild Mouse, I would prefer going for early entry if you can, and if not, you're just going to have to wait for the line if you want the credit. But anyway, that'll do it for today's video. It's just a quick little update I wanted to put out. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, but I just want to make a video about it. So anyway, stay tuned for my next video, which will be featuring a special guest. And subscribe to the channel, just because it means a lot to me. You don't have to if you don't want to, but we're going to be making some pretty cool coaster content coming up. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.